EMP Guides present Pocket Gnome Videos Tome 1, Chapter 1. Hello everyone and welcome to the first video tutorial of Pocket Gnome. I'm Kitashi and I will be guiding you through the main window of Pocket Gnome. We'll take a basic overview over the main window. So this is the About window right now, and this is the first window you see when you open Pocket Gnome. You have here version information, WoW information, registration information, and if the bot can find the player. Right now I can because I'm logged in. So let's get started with the tabs. This is the Start tab. This is where you start the bot and choose some basic options. So right now I have here some routes I have been using, some behaviors I have created. The attack mobs when they come within X yards. This is to choose when the bot will attack the mobs. So if the mob is at 30 yards, and since I'm a mage I can attack at 30 yards, I'll just put it a bit below so I can have some maneuver ability. Here we can decide the range of the mobs we attack, so we can have 10 levels above and below. We can, if we are level 70, we can attack mobs up to level 80 and down to level 60. So lots of options here. Gathering options. Here we can decide if we want to get the mines or herbs that show around. We just go like this, and here we input our gathering level. So if we are level 70 and we have 375, we just add that out. And finally the hotkeys. This is very important because here is how you let the bot know where your actions are. So this bottom left or sixth. So as you can see right now I have number 1. So I'm just gonna go here and change it to level 6, bar 6. I will also add the spells I want to use, but just so we can test it now, but we'll take a look at that later on. Use these two and attack. Back to Pocket Gnome. Right now here we have the test option. And as you can see, it says you have no targets, so it's working. The Player tab. This is a nice tab, the tab you should always have open while using Pocket Gnome. Why? Because in here you have all the information you need to know about your player. You have its health, its power, which can be mana, energy or rage, its speed, direction and position. You can see the XYZ coordinates he is, where he's facing and how fast he's going. You can also see what he is casting and how long it takes to cast that. So if you're casting Pyroblast, for example, you can see here, Pyroblast casting, cast time, 6 seconds, or whatever. The Spells tab. The Spells tab is really important because without it, you can't do anything. You need to get, the bot need to get the spells, so he knows what to use. Right now, all the list is already complete, because I have is open for a long time, so it had time to load the data. But let's say that a spell here is not listed. You just go here, load all, you see the bar quickly getting up, and it just loads the spell. You have here, let's say Fireball. You can also have its information. You can reload the data if only a number appears, and appear as well. Now, these next 3 tabs are merely informative ones. They're just for you to know what's happening around. We have here the Mobs tab. This tab is very important because for you, because you can see what's going on around you, who's around you, and what they're doing. So right now you can see that we have 36 mobs. Some of them, they are all, except for this one, they are all higher level than us. You can see here, color by level, yellow, orange, red. You can just disable that. And we have here the distance, so this one's pretty close, and as you can see, we have here, I can just now select it and target. Decline this dual. Not that one, this one over here. I can target it and ta-da! It's the mob right next to us. I can also face the mob, so you know where we are. The items just tell you everything you have in your inventory, and that includes bank, guild bank, everything. Right now, and the character, of course, we have here the basic gear, my redstone, as you can see, gear, item, etc. The notes also tell you much things about your surroundings. Right now you can see, you can find here a dual flag, because a node is everything you can click on. If I can click on it, it's here. So we see here that we have two nodes around us. I'm gonna face this node, which was around here, and I have here, I can change the update frequency. I also have this neat feature, which is to move to the nearest node. I have School of Tasty Fish for the Stranglethorn Extravaganza. I have the Netherring Egg for Shadowmoon Valley, and I also can move to the node I'm near. Let's select this one. It's quite close. I'll just go, and here we are, the node. The routes and behaviors tab will only take a small overview over this one. I'll talk to them later in more detail, but right now we have here a route already set up. I have my primary loop, which goes all the way here. I have Corpse Run, which is not set up, and I have some testing options. I can see the route and test the route. Let's just see for now. As you can see, here's the start point, and it just goes all the way through here and back and restarts. The behaviors tab is much like it. I can select here all the all the behaviors I have. I have some behavior options, and then I have 4 phases. Pre-combat, this is immediately before the combat. We have combat, which is the fight itself. Post-combat, immediately after combat. And regen phase. The regen phase is when you, after the combat, need to drink or regen anything. But we'll take a better look at this later. The memory. The memory tab is about all the information there is in its raw value. You have some addresses, as we've seen here before, the mob, the nodes. Have this address. This is the address of the Karanos flag, and it's just another informative tab. You can choose what kind of value you want to see. You can load an address you already know, and you can choose the refresh frequency. The settings tab is just for check updates on application launch. That's all for now. See you next time.